Hey, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are around the world. Good to be back for another session of learning about GrooveKart. Hopefully, everybody has been pretty active within your GrooveKart accounts and doing something with it this year for the new year and creating yourself a store. I'm just going to have a good look in the chat here and see who we've got here. We've got, hey Tyra, good to see you. Great to have you along here, Pauline. And Lorraine, nice to see you guys. And James Jones, good to see you guys. It's awesome to have you here. So if you're joining us live, just put a hashtag live. Obviously, if you're watching this replay later on, then just a hashtag replay. But we're going to be going on about GrooveKart navigation bar. As boring as it sounds, there's actually some good stuff that comes along with that. So we're just going to go through the some of the features when it comes to the navigation bar. Now, is anybody in here, have they, actually, I'm just going to ask the question, has anybody started on a store as yet on your own sort of GrooveKart store? And if you are, just put yes. And if you want to, just, let us know, or even if you want, if it's live, put the URL in the chat, and then we could all have a look at it. But if you're in the middle of actually creating one and all that, then obviously these sessions are going to be good for you. So look, GrooveKart is actually quite a powerful platform, and if you haven't really noticed, it kind of works on it's kind of independent to groove.cm, because it is a very different it has a lot of different features on there which you don't actually have in Groove Pages. And one of the probably biggest features is that it has a filter. Like you can create categories, you can create brands, you can create tags, all those sorts of things, and it actually has a filter and a search bar, which is something that you actually don't have in Groove Pages. So the other thing about GrooveKart is that you can have multiple logins for staff members or VAs. So a couple of things there just to remember, which is a good plus for GrooveKart. Anyway, I'm going to share my screen, and then we're going to get started. So when you log into your Groove account, you come into the main dashboard here, and then just to get access to GrooveKart, you either click over here, just on the towards the top right there, or you can go hover over the Groove icon, and this will come up, and then you can just connect from here. So we're just going to do that now. Okay, now when you get to the this page here, you've got all your galleries, or got a gallery of all your stores. Today we're going to work with the this one here, and we're just going to go into the back end of it. So into the dashboard, and from there we will be going into the builder, which is the actual GrooveKart builder. Taking a wee while, but here we go. Okay, so the builder is on the left-hand side. So you've got a left-hand menu here. For those who haven't actually used GrooveKart before, this is going to be a bit of a guide to how you can get to some of the different things here. But we're going to be working in terms of the navigation. We're going to be working with the builder. But before we do that, navigation, as you know, would have like a home button or a home link. It had like things like contact us, things like about us, those sorts of things. So on the navigation menu, those are the kind of things that you have. In an e-commerce store, you'll have something. You can actually have something like I guess like a catalog, if you like, where people can actually click on there and they can actually see what type of categories or products that we sell or that you sell. So I'm just going to have a quick look in the chat here and see. Good idea. Look, let us know where you are coming from. KD3 Digital, good to have you here. Graham Evans, Aaron's. Good to have you. Hopefully I didn't botch up the pronunciation of that, but awesome to have you guys here, and Johan. Okay, so we're in the main dashboard, and the one thing we're going to do before we get to the navigation bar is that we're going to create some categories, and which is really, really key, because you need to actually have those set up before you start creating a product. And why do I say that? Okay, when you create a product and you go into the information part of it, you will probably find, and I don't know if you've encountered this, that it won't save when you go to exit, because you haven't assigned it a category, and you actually need to assign in the category before you can actually save and exit. Otherwise, if you do close out of it, it's not going to save any changes that you've made in your product information. Now, that's just a little sort of a quirk, which I think is, sometimes it's if you don't know your way around GrooveKart, it can be kind of frustrating. But yeah, you need to actually have a category and assign it to the product while you're making all the changes within your product information. So that's what we're going to do first. And to create a category, we need to go to products and categories. Right, so when we get to categories, if you're doing a print-on-demand store or things like that, some of the things that you might have on there would be T-shirts or T-shirts, shoes, all those type of different things that you can actually print on, hoodies. So we're going to add a new category, and we're just going to call this one hoodies. Okay. Hoodies. All right, now we've got the parent category as home, which is fine. You normally have to put a bit of a description here. I do actually think it's a great idea to put a really good description of what that category is about. Now, you can use platforms like ChatGPT to create a bit of a description for you so that you can put it in there. In fact, you can get ChatGPT to create a meta title and a meta description as well. Now, how would you do that? I'm not going to show you. I'm kind of just going to say some of the steps that you need to do. Say, for instance, you are actually selling, well, in this case, we're selling hoodies. We're creating a category for hoodies. And I want to get a description. I want to create a description. So I would say to ChatGPT, I am creating an e-commerce store. One of the categories is hoodies. I want you to write a short description for that category. I also want you to create a meta title as well as a meta description for that category, and let it do the work. And then that's what you do. You put it in here. Okay, you put those things in here, copy and paste, and stick them in here. Now you can see here there's a 70 on the side, which means they can only go up to about 70 characters. So if you do get a meta title from ChatGPT that's longer than that, just modify it and shorten it a wee bit to make it suit. Same with the description, 160 characters, just modify it so that it suits. And that's what you want to do in here. So the reason why you should fill out these, now I could save this and we could just carry on, and I will do that for demo purposes, but the reason why you want to fill that information in is because it actually increases your SEO. Okay, so you want to be able to fill in all those boxes, and so that when Google reads your site, because it only reads text, it does not read images. So when it reads your site, it knows that it's come across the right site to serve up to its customers who may be looking for a hoodie, because you've got information embedded in your site that suggests that you sell, custom design hoodies, or, rock and roll hoodies, or things like that. So that's pretty much what you need to do in order to help, there's, apart from a lot of other things, those are some of the things that you need to do to increase your chances of actually ranking on the first page of Google when someone is searching for custom design hoodies or rock and roll design hoodies. Okay, but in this case, I'm just going to make it a very, very short description. I'm just going to say hoodies. Don't do what I'm doing here. Just like I said before, use ChatGPT to give you more of a detailed description for any of these. Okay. I mean, I literally don't have to fill these out because it'll still save, but that's what you need to do. All right. So I'm just going to save this and we'll carry on with the demo. Now that we've done that, we've got a category for hoodies. Okay, so now we could do another one, say for shoes. Same thing, just rinse and repeat in a sense. So new category, shoes. We could say custom design shoes, or custom shoes, and description there. Obviously, ChatGPT, use that, meta title, meta description, and then save. All right. So now we've got 2 categories. The other thing I want to do before we get to the navigation bar is I want to go back to products. The products, and then go and click onto my products. Now in my products. Okay, I'll just pause it there. I'm just going to answer a question in there from Ewans. Oh, okay. Thanks for that, Graham Ewans. Okay, cool. Lorraine, how do you know which categories to set up? Can you Google which categories to set up for the type of store you want to create? Pretty straightforward in the sense, Lorraine. Like if you're selling jewelry or things like that, you would just put like the category pendants. It doesn't need to be anything, unusual or anything like that in terms of a name, but just pendants, something that everybody understands what it is. So like in this case, what I'm doing is hoodies. I'm putting that in there as well as shoes. So literally, if you're doing like an apparel site, print on demand site, you want to keep it nice and sort of simple for readers to be able to follow. So, shoes, socks, hoodies, T-shirts, those sorts of things. And if you're doing something like, that may not be apparel, could be something different, then, try and sort of keep the category to a single name, and and not something that people don't quite understand. So if that helps, hopefully. You don't really need to go. It depends on the type of product you're selling, I guess. Then you may want to Google it if there's sort of like a categories that only a certain niche of people would understand. Then that's something you can do, is Google it. Nancy, hi, I'm late. Do before you have set product and categories. Okay. All right. Anyway, so we've gone to products, and then we've gone to my products, and what we're going to do here, if you can see up here, we're going to manage brands. So we're going to actually click on manage brands. Now, I use this. I use the brand side of things as a probably to identify where the product is coming from. So say, for instance, if I've got some products that I'm selling that's actually from Printful, and then I've got some products that is actually from Printify, I want to make sure I know which one is which. So when I order it, I go to the right place. So I normally just put things like the names of the brands. So Printful. You don't, for this one here, a short description and long description, depending on what you're doing. Let's just say it may be like high-end brands, like high-ticket brands. You definitely want to put like a good short description and description, long description in here, and of course meta title, description, and meta description and meta keywords. Okay, so now you can see the difference between what categories is and what brands are. Okay, that's probably the difference, is that you've got more information about that particular brand. In this case, we're only talking about people who are actually supplying. You are really the brand. You could actually put in here something like, say for instance, my store is Fitwear Zone, and I might just put in here I don't know, something that would actually relate to Printify. So maybe PY, and I know it's Printify. So if someone purchases that product, then I know exactly where to go to actually order that product from. I'm not going to. I can actually write about the Fitwear Zone. I can sort of promote my own brand if I like. After all, I am actually designing my own apparel, so with my own custom designs. So, you know, it is kind of my brand. And if you have actually had a look at Printful, you can actually brand your clothing with your logo. So there is an option there within Printful to put your logo design on a label that will show on the inside or on the outside of your say your top, you know, the t-shirt and all that. Here we go. What's going on here? Okay, Johan, similarly to retail store labeling aisles, yeah. Why do you have to fill in brands? It's well, in a sense, it's actually good so that you, like I just explained here, I know where I get the product from. So when someone does order it, let's just say you've got maybe 100 or 150 products on your store, and there's not actually from the one supplier, like I just mentioned, like Printful and Printify. You really want to know which one's actually that particular product is from. So yeah, so at the end of the day, that's how I get around with it. Around it, I just put Fitwear Zone and I put PY, which sort of to me represents Printify, and then I'll put PL for Printful if it was from Printful. And like I would put a short description and a long description about my brand, not so much about Printful or Printify, but about my brand, okay? Promoting my branding. So if you want to start looking at, you know, when you're actually doing your print on design stuff and you want to look at branding your actual designs, then this is a good start. All right, and you just put those in there. Anyway, I'm going to save it without all that information at this point, because I'll go back to it and fill it all in. But you really do need to fill in all that stuff there. All right. Google loves a website that's got all information there and no blank spaces. All right, so I'm just going to save that. Now I will have a brand there. All right. I can add another one. I can add Printful and all that as well. And yeah, I'll have that in there as well. If you're wondering what these numbers are, okay, they just mean that the first one that I created, the first one that was created was this brand. The second one that was created was this brand. So that's what those numbers are for. All right, so if I want to enable it, I just click over here on the cross, and that will enable that brand so that it will show up. And I will see it when I'm in the information. Okay, I just got to make sure that the categories is the same as well, that's active. Yep, okay. Now we go to, in order to actually sort out your navigation bar, we go to Builder, and that will take us to the home page of your website, of your store. All right, so in this case, that's this one here. Let me just have a look at this. Yep, okay. So we need to the home page of your store here. Okay, so this one is just a default page, but it doesn't matter because what we're focusing on is actually the menu. All right, so we're going to go to pages up here. We're going to click on there, and then we're going to go to navigation. All right, so navigation, we have home, best deals, contact us, and guest tracking. Now, what I want to do is I want to add in another page called catalog. So I click on the plus sign. It gives me this one here, which is new menu. I'm going to click on the three dots. I'm going to edit that menu, and I'm going to call that catalog. All right, so it says link type. What we're going to do, we're going to go to categories over here. So we're going to get the catalog to link to categories or category, and then this will come up. All right, on there you need to click on the plus sign, and all these will come up. Now, what we do is we click all these here. Actually, let me just hoodies. Hang on. Actually, let me go here. Product. Sorry, product. We'll go by category, and so we'll click on t-shirts, watches, hoodies, custom shoes. All right, that's what we're going to add into our category list. Once we've done that, we'll click on the tick up here. That'll save it. Okay. I'm just going to go back to where we were before because I want to change. It's not actually in. It's not live at this stage, so I want to make this site live. So that we can see the results. Okay. Let's save. All right. So there's the live site. As you can see, there's home, best deals, contact us, guest tracking, and then catalog. You can move it around. You can go back into the builder. And here you can go into pages, you can go to navigation, and then if you click and hold on the left-hand side here, you can move the category wherever you want to move it. So I'm just going to move it over there. Oh, catalog up to there. All right. Okay, and then we'll just refresh that page. And there we've got it over here now. Now, once we've got it there, remember if you recall, I selected all those different products. So when you click on category, what it's going to do is going to take you to a page where it's got, well, hang on, let me just have a quick look there. Hoodies. Didn't she come up the whole lot? So what we will do is we'll just check that again. Navigation, catalog. We should actually have all those selected. Okay, so it's just got those. Not sure what happened there. T-shirts. Let me just go. Product. By name, by category. I'm just trying to think what we did here. Another one you can actually do while I'm thinking about it, which is probably the best way. Let me just go out of here. We're just going to go back here. Now that we've got that one there, what we can do is we can actually add another page. Things are just taking a little bit long on my end at the moment. Not too sure why. Got any questions here? Let me just refresh this page. Okay, new menu, edit. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to call this one, we'll call this one custom shoes, which is one of the categories, okay? We're going to call it custom shoes. We're going to link it to a category, which will be custom shoes there. And then we're going to click on the tick. Now, why would we do that? Because that's just going to obviously end up on the top menu. But what we do here is we, once again, click on the left side of the actual item here, and then we drag it up to catalog, and then we go in, kind of like an indent. We go in, and then we let go, and now it comes into the catalog. We do the same for the next one. So we're going to actually do another menu item, if you like, and we're going to click on here, go to edit menu. We're going to make this one here, hoodies. And again, we're going to link that to a category. We're going to click on this here on the plus sign, click on hoodies, and then there you can see now where it's created itself. We're going to drag and drop it just under custom shoes, more or less in the same line. So what actually effectively what actually happens is when we look at the live view, we'll go back there again. That will end up on the under the catalog. So you can see the little arrow here. Once you once you hover over it, you're going to see custom shoes hoodies. All right, so that's probably a good way to actually do kind of like a drop down menu, but all they do is actually hover underneath it. So if I want to go to hoodies, I can just go to click on there. It'll take me to hoodies, and obviously if I want to go to custom shoes, it'll just take me to there. To custom shoes and whatever product you've got in there for custom shoes. All right, now let me just quickly show you when you're doing something like this. When you go into the products, and you go to my products, and I actually don't have any, but what I might do is click out of that one and I'll go into another store. Where are we? And I'll sort of give you, I'll show you why you should actually have the categories. So we go into my products, why you should have the categories done first before you actually, before you create a product. I'll go into one of my products here. Now this one's already got a category assigned to it. It's got women's dresses. As you can see here, it's got women's dresses there. Now, if I went, if that didn't actually have a category, and I'm not too sure how I can actually get rid of that one because I didn't want that one there, but if that didn't actually have a category, I wouldn't have been able to actually save and exit. In fact, if it didn't have no category at all, that's exactly what's going to happen. You cannot save and exit. It won't save any other changes that you've made in here, which is exactly why, if you've done all the groundwork and everything else, you've loaded up the photos, you've done the meta title and the meta descriptions down here, all these sorts of things, you've done all that. It's all ready to go, and then you finally go save and then exit, and you can't because you can't assign a category because you haven't created any. All right, so you need to do those first before you start, doing all the changes within your or creating a product, if you like. All right, so that's pretty much it. I hope it's helped everybody understand the reason for actually the importance of having categories and the brand. So just remember, you've got to create the category name or categories before you start creating your products. That way, then you can actually assign it to one product. Hang on, okay, we got here. Can you assign two categories? Yeah. Yes, you can. You can assign two categories. Say, for instance, if you had a category that was tops and then hoodies, you can pretty much assign those two categories. But, like I said in here, when you go to catalog, you can actually assign, like, say, if it was custom shoes, then how I created that that name on the menu here. If I go to here, I go to navigation, I've got shoes there, custom shoes. If I assign another one here, I can actually create running shoes. So I'll go running shoes. Now, instead of it just sort of like sitting here or sitting in line with these two, I'm going to drag and drop it underneath custom shoes. That way then, custom shoes will be for running shoes or casual shoes and all that sort of thing. So when you actually have a look at it on the page, then you've got a drop-down menu which has got sub-menus as well. So you go there and there, okay? So it's pretty much how you can actually sort out your navigation bar. Are all the products all drop shipping products? No, you look, the product, well, yes, all the products are drop shipping products. Sorry, I misread the question. But like at the end of the day, if you wanted to sell your own products, you can, and you just ship from where from your place, or you might have someone who does sort of like craft designs that lives in your area, and you could get them to ship it from their premises. But at the end of the day, it's kind of still drop shipping, But yeah, you can definitely ship your own products if you want to. Can you sign to? Yeah. Okay, I answered that question, Lorraine. So that's it, guys. I don't think there's any more I can add to that. I just want to sort of quickly go over a couple of things. One of the things is that if you want to know what's going on in Groove Asia and you want to know what's coming up, then go to our calendar. You can actually get access to our calendar by going to Groove Asia resources. grooveasia.cm/resources. So that's grooveasia.cm /resources. It should be coming up on the screen right there now. So go to there, and then you can check our calendar from here by just clicking on it, and it'll tell you what's coming up. So what's coming up this weekend, which is sounds like a pretty cool training session. It's like free. It's free, and it starts 10 a.m. GMT +8 on Saturday. And that one is, what is that one? That one is this one here, which is with Justin Koo, and that is if you're into trading. This guy is an expert on it, and it's a free live webinar, and that's only in just under 2 days. So go to that link, which is called you'll find it on the calendar, but you can also find it in the resources page. I think it's on here. No, maybe it's not. Let me just have a quick look. Yeah, no. So if you go to our calendar, check the calendar, go to there, you'll see it there, which is actually here on the 27th of this month. And if you click on that, you will get the link there. So it's isummitmastery.com/trading success. And if you go there, you can actually register. We've got some other things coming up too as well next week, which is how to make your first dollar online, which is another free event with Simon Leung. And then the following day, we have 2 sessions of AI fundamentals with Ching Yu Tan, and that's on Thursday, February the 1st of the month. So definitely got some pretty cool live sessions coming up. So you want to be on board with those. And of course, we've got our regular GLUs throughout the week. We have next one, which is on the every Wednesday, and that's his courses in communities, 7 p.m. GMT +8. Also have like Tyra, who's in our chat there. Yeah, you can change the time, James. So her one's is the Power Hour, which is totally awesome. If you want to sort of like, go on one of those, and, if you've got some projects that you need to sort of catch up on, it's a great environment to be in, because we're all there for the one reason, and that is to sort of, focus on those projects. And also we have Karen's GLUs, which are actually on Friday. So tomorrow, for me, it's actually tomorrow. For some of you, it will be in the next couple of days. But on Friday at 11 a.m. GMT +8, Ellen will be doing her GLUs. So we've always got something going on throughout the week. So definitely have a look at some of these other events that are coming up. And get on those, jump on those. They're free events. It's good learning material if you're into finance, trading. Share market, and AI, and with Simon, how to make your first dollar online. It's pretty exciting. All right, guys, that's me done for the day. Hopefully they got something out of that. And yeah, we'll see you next week. Bye for now.
Hi, this is Simon Liang with GrooveAsia.cm. Are you already a part of the #1 community in the world? If not, do so right now for free training and support, along with live sessions to help you succeed. Start now by joining us in our private Facebook group and get more exclusive video content on our YouTube channel. Make sure to like and subscribe with notifications turned on for all updates. Join our community right now. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you on the inside at GrooveAsia.cm.